ripening and growth. Now come the harvest days, and our child stands before you. Bless this life with wisdom to serve you with love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh.
And we all say together, Amen.
Blessed is God, ruler of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this great day.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hitatev b'tzitzit. Blessed is God, ruler of the universe, who Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch hu Baruch Shemo.
noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
V'chol ha'am ro'im et ha'kolot v'et ha'rapidim v'et kol ha'shofar v'et chachar ashen v'yarham v'yanu v'yamdu mirachok v'yomru el Moshe daber ata imanu v'nishma'a v'al yidaber imanu Elohim penamut v'yomer Moshe el ha'am al tira'u ki v'avur na'asot eschem bara Elohim uva'avur tihiyeh yirato al pnechem v'yotitecheta'u v'yamod ha'am mirachok u'Moshe nigash al ha'arfel asher sham ha'Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch hu Baruch Shemo.
noten ha'Torah.
Amen. מי שפרח אבותינו יצחק ויעקב שררי וקר רחל ולאה ויברך את מלכה בת משה ואסתר שיגיע למצוות ויעלתה לתורה הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמריה וחייה ויכונן את ליבה להיות שלם עם אדוני אלוהיה ליגור בתורתו לך בדרכיו ולשמור מצוותיו ותמצא חן ושכל טוב בין אלוהים ואדם ונאמר Amen.
May the God who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless Malka bat Moshe Esther, Melissa Fine, who has come for an aliyah upon the age of mitzvot. May the Holy One guard her and sustain her, helping her to be wholehearted in her faith, studying God's Torah, walking in God's ways, and fulfilling God's mitzvot. May she find favor before God and all people, and let us all say together, Amen.
Amen. Please rise. בזאת התורה שעשה משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה.
So I'll be seated.
Come back, okay?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai chabocher b'torah u'Moshe avdo v'Yisrael amo v'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. Va'adonai b'checha kodsho, chatz mipanav kol haaretz. Tefillah u'havakuk hanavi, al shigonot Adonai. Samati simacha, ireti Adonai. Palcha b'kerev shanim hayehu, b'kerev shanim todia. B'rogev rachim tizkor, Elocha miteman yavo, v'kadosh mechar parav, Selah. Kisa shamayim hodu, utilato ma'al haaretz, v'noga ka'ur tihiyeh, karnaim mirado, lo, v'sham hevyon uzo, v'panav yilech daber, v'etzei reshev l'raglav, Amad vayam eretz, ra'ah vayater goim, ve'potutu hariyad, shahu givot olam, kolichot olam, lo, tachat aven, raiti acharei kushan, yirgezun, yiriot eretz Midian. There is no information concerning the life and background of Habakkuk the prophet. The book, which carries his name, consists of 3 chapters. In the reading for the second day of Shavuot, Habakkuk pleads with God to intervene on behalf of the people. He believes that God has heard the plea. In a vision, Habakkuk sees God coming from afar with dazzling lights surrounding him. He comes as a warrior against the nations who have made Israel to suffer. Now he shall redeem Israel from persecution.
Blessings after the Haftorah, page 23.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, tzur kol haolamim, tzadik b'kol hadorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer ve'oseh, hamdaber umkayem, shekol devarav emet v'tzedek. Ne'eman atahu Adonai Eloheinu, v'ne'emanim devarecha, v'davar echad mivarecha, Uchur lo yashuv reikam, ki amelech ne'eman v'rachamon ata, baruch ata Adonai,
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
ha'el ha'ne'eman b'chol devarav.
Amen.
Rachem al Tzion, ki hivet hayenu, v'ga'alu v'nefesh, toshia bimhera v'yamenu, baruch ata Adonai,
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
v'sameach Tzion b'vanecha.
Amen.
Samcheinu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Eliyahu hanavi avdecha u'malchut Beit David mishichecha b'mheira yavo v'yagel libenu al kiso lo yeshev zar v'lo yinhelu od acherim et kivodo ki v'shem kadshecha nishbat lo shelo yichben aro le'olam va'ed baruch ata Adonai
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Magen David.
Amen.
Al HaTorah, Al Havodah, Al Hanviim, Val Yom HaShabbat Hazeh, Val Yom Hag HaShavuot Hazeh, Shnata Talanu Adonai Eloheinu, L'Kedusha V'Limnucha, L'Sason U'Simcha, L'Chavod U'Tifaret, Al HaKol Adonai Eloheinu, Anachnu Modim Lach, Varhim Otach, Yitbarach Shimcha, B'ficho Haitamid, Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Ata Adonai,
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat Yisrael, V'hazmanim.
Amen. We rise as the Torah is returned to the ark.
Hallelujah, Shem Adonai, Ki nisnov Shemo levad.
Melissa will now share with us her thoughts about her Torah portion.
My Torah portion is called Yitro, which comes from the book of Exodus. It is about the receiving of the 10 Commandments by Moses and the Jewish people. This portion is usually read at the end of January, when the rest of the book of Exodus is being read. We read it now because today we are observing the holiday of Shavuot, which celebrates the receiving of the 10 Commandments and by extension the entire Torah. Today I'm going to discuss the concept of mitzvot, since 9 of the 10 commandments are mitzvot. A mitzvah is a moral obligation which, according to our tradition, has its source in God's will for us. The first commandment of the 10 commandments, "I'm the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt," is not really a commandment or a mitzvah. It is a statement by God. In preparing for my bat mitzvah, I have studied the concept of mitzvot. I feel that there are 3 different types of mitzvot. One type of mitzvah is between a person and God. Some examples are praying, studying the Torah, believing in God, celebrating holidays, and following God's will. A second type of mitzvah is between a person and other people. Some examples are respecting others, giving tzedakah or charity, loving and caring for other people as yourself, and being appreciative of what other people do for you. The third type of mitzvah is between a person and him or herself. Some examples are being the best you can be and understanding and respecting yourself. In studying my Torah portion, I was most affected by the concept of mitzvot between people. Several questions were raised in my mind. Are all mitzvot between people good? Do the different kinds of mitzvot overlap? And what are my mitzvot responsibilities as a person and a Jew? In preparing for today, I've come to realize that there are positive and negative reasons for doing mitzvot. A positive reason for doing a mitzvah is doing one because a person wants to do it. By doing something good, a person is helping others while also feeling good inside. That person becomes stronger and better while also helping someone in need. A negative reason for doing a mitzvah is doing it because a person feels he or she has to do it, or is doing it for another reason. Many times, a person who performs a mitzvah for a negative reason believes he or she is doing it for a positive reason. Sometimes, a person does a mitzvah to cover up for something he or she did wrong. For example, a person who prays on Shabbat but cheats people during the week. Also, someone who does a mitzvah expecting something in return, like money or popularity, is really performing a mitzvah for a negative reason. It seems to me the 3 different types of mitzvot have to overlap in order to be effective. This means a person can't only do religious mitzvot and not do anything for other people or for him or herself. A person cannot just believe in him or herself and nothing else. Also, a person can't just believe in other people. The Jewish idea of mitzvot tells us we have obligations to ourselves, to others, and to God, but not necessarily in that order. There are some mitzvot that can have either a positive or negative effect on life, depending on how you do it. For example, criticism. Criticism is a kind of mitzvah which can be both positive and negative. Criticism is usually offered to help someone. However, if a person criticizes someone in an angry voice but means well, the person will most likely take the criticism negatively. If a person criticizes in a nice way, it will be taken positively. I think that one kind of positive mitzvot, if done from the heart, is community service. In community service, a person makes another person happy while feeling good inside. Throughout my years of school, I have been involved in community service. I have visited nursing homes, raised money to buy turkeys for Indian tribes to eat during Thanksgiving, raised money for the Cancer Society, and donated some of my clothes and toys to the homeless and orphans. I think when I started doing community service, I was doing it for a negative reason, meaning I had to do it and did not necessarily want to. Now, from my study of mitzvot, I realize how important performing community service is, and I understand the good feelings a person can get from doing it. The good feelings a person can get are achieved when a person does it because he or she wants to do something. That person has a good feeling in him or herself because they did something good for other people and really meant to do it. Just as when we are physically healthy, we are physically good. When we are morally and spiritually healthy, we feel morally and spiritually good. It is a wonderful part of the Jewish religion, which believes that what is good for the world and God is ultimately good for ourselves. In the future, I hope to do many mitzvot for myself, for others, for God, and for the right reasons. I will be donating a portion of my bat mitzvah money to the Mildred and Samuel Klein Endowment Fund. This fund supports various Jewish charities in New Jersey. My great-grandfather, Samuel Klein, established this fund. This money will be donated in memory of all my great-grandparents who provided me with my Jewish heritage and are here today with me in spirit. I would like to thank Cantor Lamb and my mentor, Eileen Keyes, for their help and guidance throughout my bat mitzvah preparation. I would especially like to thank Rabbi Finley for the special insight he provided to my family and friends on my Torah portion and his participation in my service. I am very grateful that so many of my family and friends came from so far away to join me today. I wish my bat mitzvah twin, Ekaterina, could have been here to share this special day with me. I would like to thank my sister Allison, who is truly the best sister and friend in the world. She supports me in whatever I do. I love her very much. I would also like to thank my parents. This day could not have been possible without them. They are kind, supportive, and always there for me. I feel I can tell them anything. I could not ask for better parents. I love them both very much. I would especially like to thank you all for coming and look forward to sharing the rest of this day with you.